Hey y'all, today we're going to put together another balancing cube. This one based on the companion cube from the game Portal. So this was my original wheel design, 3D printed, and I decided to give that a little upgrade. So JLCCNC kindly donated to me these new wheels machined out of aluminum. Look at that, they are beautiful. Great quality, perfectly balanced. I added these brass weights after the fact to get them to the right weight. They really came out nice. So thanks to JLCCNC for the wheels. This is the board for this build, and this was also done by JLCPCB. Okay, so there we have it. Let's get building. This is the completed board, ESP32 microcontroller to control it. 12 volts in here from a LiPo battery. Voltage regulator to drop the voltage for the board. An MPU 6050 gyroscope accelerometer. Beeper to provide audio feedback. The 3 Nidec 24 motors, these motors you can get online, Alibaba. Those go here, here, and here. And there's an RGB LED under here. And these are fiber optic cables that I'm going to use to pipe the light to certain places. And that's all there is to it. Pretty straightforward. So the cube sides were printed in 3 colors on our K1 Max. We have the color management system. About an hour each side. 6 sides, but there's 3 different designs in order to make it so that the cube can go together and maintain that 3-dimensional bump out on each side. So one with all the protrusions, one with the just top and bottom, and the last one completely cut, and then it all fits together and creates the desired effect. I have a GitHub repository with the code and the circuit diagram, all the files, and I will upload the STL files for this to that same repository after I'm done with this video, and I'll put a link in the description so you can download and build it yourself. Okay, so there is one side put together. A fair amount of tinkering to get it together, but That is one motor, one wheel. I have to do this 2 more times. Okay, there we have everything for the motors and wheels put together. I will say it's a pretty frustrating task, requiring some choice surgery tools. Could be designed differently, make it easier, but it's just patience. So once you get it all together, you should have 3 mounts like this with the motors placed so that when you put the board on, the wires will reach their respective connection points here, here, and here. If you put it all together without thinking about that up front, your wires might not reach. So kind of play it out in your mind first before you start screwing stuff together. So now to mount the board and the battery, and no idea how I'm going to get it all together yet, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so that definitely took a little bit of work to put this together. I neglected to make a hole for the switch, so I just cut one with a knife. And there was a couple of things that I will do differently now that I've put this together to make it easier. Being that the cube is completely enclosed, can't get your fingers in to, do things, attach wires and whatnot. So it all has to go together before you put the final lid on. So it looks like that's gonna have to go this way. Okay. So here it is, the final build. Weight's not too bad. One balancing cube. A balance cube requires a vertex, a sharp point. Because of the design, we don't have that, so I printed this little stand for it to sit in while it tries to balance. So let's turn it on, let it calibrate. And we have it. Put it on its stand. Let's see what happens. And there it is. Companion balancing cube. I'll figure out the lighting later. Let's see if it'll spin. Very nice.
and edge balance. Some fine tuning to do, but I will upload the files to the GitHub repo with the code for this, link in the description. And thanks for watching.